Hey there guys, and yeah, this is going to be an interesting thing that I'm doing. I'm already running a Transport Fever save on with Wolfgang and a load of other people from yeah, from that I've met across the community and such. I'm actually going to be doing here a playthrough of more of my own thing as well at the same time. So this is going to be side by side, you know, alternating between the two. This is just to, well, try and fill a bit of a gap with the release scheduling, because the Pass the Map series, whilst it seems to be doing relatively well, it takes a good couple of weeks for me to come back and do my video, which, yeah. So I'm going to be doing stuff for myself to try and get into working better with the game, and also do stuff that in this game that doesn't work with because the exchange signings is the only thing that I've done so far in Transport Fever that has been sandbox related, essentially. So yeah, I've more or less got a plan in mind. It's the reason why there's a lot of water on here is potentially gonna think about playing with boats, but I'm not decided yet on that. This is a standard very large size map, so it's 14 kilometers by 14 kilometers, and well, yeah, let's go from here. Firstly, I'm gonna do the thing that everybody does, well, a lot of people do, which is buses, essentially. I am starting with 1850, and I'm going to be doing normal speed time progression, 1x. Yeah. So let's get some buses in the going then, shall we? Right, so to do that, oh, I'm also running all of the same mods that we're currently doing from the exchange sightings. I'm going to be using the same mod pack, essentially. The link to such I will provide in the video description. It is a public, the mod pack I've made is public for it, or the mod pack, because I'm the one in trying to make sure that the maintenance is being done on such. So yeah. Yeah. So let's start with. I'm also going to try and build as aesthetically pleasing as possible when I can. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Can I? No. So I'm gonna have to have that loop in there. Well, the loop can be a stagecoach. Thank you, autosave. Never even noticed you were there. The only issue is that the tram network is assuming that it's going to be electrified immediately. I mean, yeah, why not? Electric trams don't come in till slightly later, so I'm okay with it being somewhat ahead of its time at the second. So what am I thinking? So as you saw there, I've got bus. Yeah, I've got a fully tricked out model there. That's gonna have intercity bus going up to Hemel Hempstead and Whitworth. Initially, as well as having an internal tram commute system. This is yeah, there we go. It doesn't need to be anything fancy at the minute. It just needs to connect in a loop. Meanwhile, over here at over here in Whitworth, I'm going to connect that road together. At the same time, I'm going to connect that road and that road. Buildings, and I'm going to build without trams. 1850. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that works. Street old. Connection length. Yeah, make it a touch longer. Central line. Station sign. We can have lighting. Island style. What do I want? Temperate maples and oak, or pine and rock? Or do I want... Scree seems too industrial to me. Empty square. Oh, we'll go with a town square. I do want the second connection. I'm gonna make them both tram connections. There we go. That's just so the internal trams work on them as well. So that is going to be O2 Wit. It's got a decent-ish area all on its own, but it's nothing that we can't improve upon. That's player ownership. Thanks for noticing that. I've also gone and tinkered with a couple of the sliders back in the back end, basically to reduce things like how negative effects affect the growth of the cities, because I do want the cities to have quite a significant amount of growth. Yeah, so that can range, you know, so things like emissions I've reduced, or the effects of the emissions. I've also reduced the effects of traffic has on the city growth, whilst also boosting both private and public transportation, though I've biased it more towards the public side because well, my company is the public transport, so yeah. So this is Wit Tram, Wit Tram Clock, and you are Wit Tram Anti. There we go. So I can differentiate against all of those just at a moment's notice. Right, back over here. think you need 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you've realigned to 3. That's fine. Doesn't necessarily matter. What's line 1? Oh, if I just generate another line and not got anything with it. Yeah, sounds like me. So this is OL tram block and OL tram anti. Anti with an I. And now set that one to a slightly different color. There we go. Right, one more set to do. Up to Hampstead. Come on, there we go. I mean, that's acceptable. Yep, that will be how I do this. Tools, trams, bang, bong, bing, bong, bip, bap, bop, boop, bap, dap. Yeah, it sounds about right. Need to have some there, some there, some there, and some there. Right. And you are MOOL. There we go. Let me see, anti. Okay. Right. So now I need to build 3 tram depots at least. And I need a bus depot. So you are gonna get 10. That's 19. I want 10. Quarter of a fucking bloody million. Did that also colour some side bloody horse? Yes, it looked like it did on the graphic. So I want to duplicate. Right then. So as that's, yeah, seems to be doing its own thing. Things seem to be going well. You've got the 2 intercity buses there running into the turnarounds, which is alright. What have we got going down here? Oh, some stagecoaches have arrived. Are they leaving with anyone? No. The trams are making a little bit of money at the moment. Or should be. Yeah, you're bringing 4 people in. Nice. I know, though, at the minute, the internal trams won't be making much money. They're essentially just there to shuttle people around. If they want to get to the intercity, you know, between the 2 cities, they can either use their own transport or, you know, use our stagecoaches. They go over the same road. This is a lot of traffic. Actually, how much traffic is there here? That's land value, it's just here. Yeah, that's not that bad. It's this that I wanted. Can I not see both sets? Apparently not. Let's check for, say, Hemel Hempstead. A lot of people at the minute are travelling to Hemel from 2 people from Salisbury. There is 9 people travelling. Yeah, about 9 or so people travelling from Ortley. Quite a few people internally. You are in Ortley. You've got a fair few people travelling internally, but also quite a few going into Whitworth. So yeah, there's a half decent idea to at least get that set up. And in Whitworth we have a fair amount as well moving about, and also, yeah, people travelling in the other direction. I'm going to pay the lowdown with what left I had. So I only spent in the region of about 2.5 million out of my initial 5 mil. That's fair. Now, what are my plans? Well, Wellington, Soham, Margate, Shoreham, so Shoreham, Wellington, Margate, and Saxondom are all going to be connected to Whitworth by rail. They are going to be a series of commuter lines and regional services. Commuter and locals, regionals, arguably semi-fast if I connect several of them together. Knutsford and West Ham are going to get their own rail connection to Woolwich. I'm just trying to work out. There it is. Just the gradients going to be interesting looking there. That seems to be on a little bit of a plateau. Yeah, you're sitting at 155, you're sitting at around the same, but then it dips down, but then you've got to drop nearly 150 odd meters. You're at the same height, and that rises to, only rises to about 20 odd meters. Hemel Hempstead is on the riverside, so that's going to be low. Sulsey is low. Saxondale climbs up, but it's looks like a relatively gentle climb the entire time. There's not very much issues there. Margate is on relatively low. Pelham is on the waterfront. Shoreham is on the waterfront, and Wellington is also 130 odd meters elevation, same as Saxon. So it could have a high, yeah. I'm sure also later on I'll also populate with additional towns as things go. Now for my main lines, it will always be Whitworth. So my calling patterns I'm thinking looking at here are going to be Whitworth, Orley, West Hampstead, Solsey, Margate, Shoreham. For the other line, Whitworth, Orley, Saxham, Margate, Wilhelm. Why that sort of deviation? It's just to add another town in. Sure, and then I know people are going to go whatever ways, but yeah. From my main lines will be Whitworth, Whitworth, Hemel, Sulsey, Torquay, Epworth, Woolwich, Stanley. For one, and that would be, or more of a case of Whitworth, Hemel, Torquay, Woolwich, and then Stanley is the other termini. The Torquay will have a branch line that goes down to Epworth, that then Castle Kerry, St Ives, Winstable, as well as Croydon, and Woolwich will go Warmer, Croydon, producing a loop line as such. Stanley can go Stanley, Croydon, Nottingham, before there's definitely going to be some more towns down here. I'm going to populate the map a bit between this and now. So yeah, I'm actually going to leave the video here because I think there's a decent amount of progress to get going. But like I said, at the moment, it's all well and good me talking about all of this shit, and you know, it's all well and good me talking about all of this and planning such, but I can't plan or do anything if I'm not, you know, without not being in the red. So we'll see if I can actually make the situation more tenable in the coming episodes, and yeah, I think arguably the way I could probably deal with that is a goods line of some description. Just nosing around to see if there's anything that I could do. There's a fair few oil nodes on the sides of the rivers, so I might end up going into boat. Such as here, for example, there's an oil well here, and then there is nothing between there and this refinery, and then that refinery can probably go round and up to fuel by cart or maybe even rail. Then that can be shipped back to you know, to go to Knutsford. Isn't the one example? Another example is, I've seen quite a few of the towns around down here wanting construction materials. And there is a quarry there, and there's a construction materials factory there, within a cart distance of each other, and West Ham, Whitworth, Saxon, Margate, and Shoreham all want that. I see an expanding network. But I can only do that if I'm profitable. And with that, I'm going to leave this video here. I do hope that all of you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.